Have you ever wondered why two people can start with almost nothing, yet years later one builds an extraordinary life while the other remains stuck? Is it luck, or is it something else? This is the story of a boy named Ethan, whose life changed forever after meeting a wise old farmer. 16-year-old Ethan lived in a poor village with his parents. Their tiny wooden house leaked whenever it rained. His father worked from sunrise to sunset, yet they barely had enough food. Every evening, Ethan climbed a hill overlooking wealthy farms and whispered, "Why them and not us?" He believed success belonged to lucky people. One day, his friend Noah found work at a nearby mill. "You're lucky," Ethan said. Noah smiled. "Maybe luck isn't the difference. Maybe it's what you do before opportunities arrive." Those words stayed with Ethan. Soon after, another failed harvest left his family with almost nothing. Ethan asked his father, "Why are we always poor?" His father sighed. "I don't know." That answer frightened Ethan more than poverty itself. The next morning, Ethan packed a small bag, hugged his parents, and left home searching for answers. After several days of traveling, Ethan reached a peaceful valley unlike anything he had ever seen. In the center stood a small farmhouse where an elderly farmer planted seeds with great care. The old man looked up and smiled. "You've been asking the wrong question." Ethan froze. "How did you know?" The farmer introduced himself as Samuel. "Everyone who comes here asks, 'How can my life change?' But the better question is, 'How can I change so my life has no choice but to follow?'" Samuel didn't begin with speeches. He handed Ethan a shovel. For days, they worked silently in the fields. One afternoon, Samuel showed Ethan two wheat fields. Both had the same soil, the same rain, the same seeds, yet one flourished while the other struggled. Samuel knelt beside the weak field and revealed weeds wrapped around the roots. "I remove these every morning." Ethan frowned. "They just grow back." Samuel smiled. "So do bad habits." He looked Ethan in the eyes. "Failure rarely arrives all at once. It begins as small excuses repeated every day." Those words changed something inside Ethan. That evening beside a fire, Samuel shared his own story. "When I was young, I chased opportunities everywhere. I failed again and again." "What changed?" Ethan asked. Samuel smiled. "I stopped asking, 'Where is the opportunity?' and started asking, 'Who must I become when opportunity arrives?'" Weeks passed. Without being told, Ethan woke before sunrise. He cleaned tools, read books, worked with care. Every night he wrote in a small notebook, "What did I learn today? What mistake did I make? Who did I become?" Slowly, he stopped blaming luck. He started improving himself. One day, Samuel placed 3 pots on a table. He planted identical seeds. One received too little water, one received too much. Only one grew strong. "Life is the same," Samuel said. "Too little effort destroys dreams. Too much comfort destroys potential. Growth lives in balance." Later, they stood beneath 2 giant oak trees. One had fallen after a storm. The other stood tall despite scars from lightning and fire. Samuel pointed to the stronger tree. Storms forced its roots deeper. Then he quietly said, "Don't pray for an easier life. Pray for stronger roots." Months later, Ethan was sent alone through a terrible storm to deliver seeds to another village. On the journey, a wealthy merchant offered him silver if he abandoned his mission. For a moment, Ethan was tempted. Then he remembered Samuel's words, "Anything that pays you for losing your integrity costs too much." He refused. When he finally delivered the seeds, grateful villagers welcomed him with tears. For the first time, Ethan realized serving others brought more joy than chasing money. Not long afterward, a fire destroyed half of Samuel's fields. Everyone expected him to despair. Instead, Samuel picked up a shovel and began preparing the soil again. "Shouldn't we wait?" Ethan asked. Samuel smiled. "Conditions have never built a great life. Decisions have." Ethan finally understood. Successful people don't wait for perfect circumstances. They act with the right character. Years passed. Samuel grew old. One morning he handed Ethan a single seed. "This is my final lesson." They climbed a hill overlooking the valley. "Plant it," Samuel said. After Ethan covered it with soil, Samuel asked, "What happens now?" "It grows." Samuel shook his head. "No. First, it disappears. The seed must give up being a seed before it becomes a tree." He looked at Ethan. "The same is true for people. You must let go of who you are before you become who you're meant to be." Not long after Samuel peacefully passed away, the entire valley gathered to honor him. Ethan looked around and realized something. Samuel's greatest harvest had never been wheat, it had been people. Years later, Ethan became a respected teacher and farmer. On the hill where he planted that single seed now stood a magnificent oak tree. One day, a poor young boy approached him. "My family is poor. I don't think someone like me can ever become successful." Ethan smiled, reached into his pocket, and placed a single seed into the boy's hand. The boy asked, "Will this make me rich?" Ethan looked at the great oak tree. "No. But if you learn why it grows, you'll become someone wealth can never replace. So before asking, 'When will my life change?' ask yourself instead, 'What habit can I improve today? What skill can I learn today? What excuse can I leave behind today?' Because extraordinary lives are never built in extraordinary moments. They are built in ordinary days, lived with extraordinary consistency. Remember, a seed never argues with the darkness. It simply grows toward the light.